Hi everyone, welcome to Comet Computer Private Limited e-learning program of Azure Public Cloud Training. Myself Ilan Cherian, Technical Director at Comet Computer Private Limited. In this video, we'll be discussing how to create a VNet. In the previous video, we saw how to create a Azure account and a subscription, and from there we will continue now. So in this demonstration, we will see how to create a VNet in a particular region. So after creating the Azure subscription, so you'll get this screen, and this is the URL portal.azure.com. So this is the portal, or this is the URL where you can manage the Azure resources. And the welcome screen asks you to start the to understand the Azure. So for now, I don't want this welcome to. I just press on maybe later. Okay, so initially we'll see how to explore the Azure console. So in the dashboard, you can see a few frequently used services are available in the dashboard console. Even you can click on this hamburger symbol, so where you can see the options where you can see the favorites. So under the favorites, many frequently used or mostly used services are listed. You can customize this favorites list based on your requirement. And under all services, you can see all the Azure services will be listed over here. So the services will be categorized by general, compute, network, storage, web, mobile, containers, database. So based on your requirements, say if you want to create some database, just click on the database category. So where you can see all the database related services available. And under containers, you can find the container related services available. And under web, you can see web related services available. So for now, our intention is to create a virtual network, that is the VNet. So the VNet will be available under a network category. So under networking, you can see virtual network. Just press on that. So now the it will take you to virtual networks dashboard. So currently there is no virtual networks available. So we can create our new virtual network. So to create a new virtual network, you can just press on this add, or you can press on this create a new virtual network. So both triggers the same. So I'm just adding. So it will take a moment to get into the virtual network creation wizard. Yes. So currently, we first of all we need to choose the subscription. So currently we have only one subscription, that is the free trial subscription. And if you want to see what are all the subscriptions available, you can get into the subscriptions console. So where you can view all the available subscriptions. Even I can show you here. Uh, I can just search for the subscription. Yes, I'll just open this subscription in another tab. So in the next tab, I'm just opening the subscriptions. So currently we have only one subscription, that is a free trial. So if any other subscriptions you have, the subscriptions will be listed over here. And also through this subscription, we were given 13,300 rupees. That is the $200 credit amount. So since just now we have created this subscription, so that we have the total amount available in our balance. Okay, so while creating any resource in Azure, so you need to choose the subscription in which you want to create the resource. So for now we are just creating the resources under the free trial subscription. And also you can group the resources within the subscription. So you can group the resources based on the application, or group the resources based on the project or team, or whatever it is. So it is always recommended to group your resources, so it will be easy for you to manage those resources. So initially I'll create one resource group, so that I just press this create new. So I'll just give a name like this, lab resource group RG01. So you can give the resource group name as per your requirement, then press OK. So you can see here new lab resource group is getting created. And also you can give any name for your virtual network. So I'm just giving the name like this, lab 01 VNet 01. So this is my name of the VNet. And also you can choose the regions, whatever the regions available, you can pick from the list. So these are all the available regions of Azure. So for now I'm just choosing this East US itself. So after choosing the region, you need to configure the IP addresses. So here you can press next IP addresses, and here you can see there is a default uh, IP range is configured here. If you want, you can use the same range, or if you don't want, you can remove it and you can create or configure your own range. Say, for example, I'm just giving this range 20.0.0/16. And if you require IPv6, you can add IPv6 address space also. And even in the same VPC, sorry, VNet, you can add multiple IP address ranges also. So for now, since these are lab environment, so this one range is enough. And also inside the VNet, we need to create the subnets also. So press on this add subnet. So you can give any name for your subnet. I'm just giving the name like this, lab01-vnet hyphen SN01. I mean it is subnet 01, and you can give the range of the subnet like 20.0.0 slash 24. I'm just using 24, so that I'll get 251 IP addresses available for me, and 5 IP addresses are reserved for Azure configuration purpose. And also you can just if any service endpoints you want to allow, you can allow here service endpoints like Microsoft Azure Active Directory or Cosmo DB. If any services you want to integrate with this VNet, you can enable here, or even later also we can allow these services to be accessed from your VNet. So for now I'm not going to add any services, and then press add. Similarly, you can add any number of subnets within the range of your CADR block of the VNet. I'm using one more range, 0.1.0/24. So configuring this subnet range is very much essential. So based on your requirement, and based on the uh, your project's number of IPs requirement and number of subnets requirement, you can choose whatever the range you want. I'm sorry, I have mistakenly typed the subnet range. This is subnet 02, and here I'll just give the subnet range 0.0/24, and then add. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just overlapping the subnet which I have already used. So I'm just giving 20.0.1.0, and then press add. So like this, you can add any number of subnets based on your requirements, and then press review and create. So this will create the VNet inside the subscription. So first it will check for the validation. So once the validation check is done, we can create the VNet. So we need to wait for this validation process to get completed. Yeah, validation has been passed, and now we can press create. So it will take a couple of minutes to complete this process. So we will wait until the VNet getting created. So you can see the progress, whatever the progress is going on, you can verify here under the build button. So the deployment progress is underway, not yet done. Yeah, now the deployment is completed. You can press on this go to resource, or you can go to the VNet, again the virtual networks. So where you can see your VNet is now created. So when you press on the VNet, you can see the other configurations of your VNet. So under address spaces, you can find the address space which you have configured earlier. If you want to add more address spaces, you can also add here later, something like this. Okay, and then press save. And similarly, if you want to add more subnets later, you can add here. So earlier we had two subnets. Even if I want to create one more subnet, I can create. Definitely, you should keep in mind while creating the VNet, you need to uh, be very careful while defining the address space, because in the previous videos we have understood that the VNet range, that is the IP address range which you are using inside your VNet, should not get overlapped with your on-premises network, or even any other VNet which you are going to connect later by extending your network. That we'll discuss later. So I'm just using a CADR block of the new range which we have created. And if required, we can also configure the NAT gateway here, and also the network security group we can configure here, and the routing tables. All the configurations we'll discuss later. I'm just now the intention is just I want to show you how to add the additional IP address spaces and the additional subnets. And that's all for now on the demonstration of how to create a VNet. And further, the configuration like creating a network security group, or creating the virtual machine, or creating the storage accounts. So that we'll be discussing one by one in the upcoming videos. And for now, our demonstration intention is done. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the connectivity services part 2. Until then, bye bye.